What's up, guys? Most people watch horror films for entertainment, whether that is for them to be scared, shocked, or disgusted. What most people don't know is the things that happen when the camera isn't rolling. In this video, I have 7 shocking horror movie facts that you probably haven't heard before. Also, thank you guys for 250 subscribers on my channel. I appreciate every single one of you. Now let's get spooky. In the 1974 movie The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the actor that played Leatherface, Gunnar Hansen, accidentally cut off Marilyn Burns' finger during the final dinner scene. A lot of sources say that this was because Hansen was exhausted and could barely see with his mask on, but other sources say that the actor removed a protective piece of tape from the knife so it would look more realistic without anyone else knowing this. Either way, this incident did cause a genuine reaction from the actress and fits well with the plot of the movie.
Nothing. He's just a cook. Shut up, you bitch hog.
Most of us know the story of the murders that took place in the Amityville house in 1974. In the early morning at 3:15, Ronald DeFeo killed his whole family in this house and blamed his actions on demonic voices telling him to do so. There have been multiple movie adaptations ever since, but one of them had some strange occurrences happening while it was being shot. In the 2005 movie The Amityville Horror starring Ryan Reynolds, all clocks in the house would stop at 3:15 exact, that being the time the whole family was killed. During the period the movie was shot, Ryan Reynolds and many other members of the cast reported waking up at precisely 3:15 with no real explanation. Also, there are rumors that a dead body washed up on the street shortly before filming began. Do you think this is all just a coincidence, or is there something more malevolent at play?
Why don't you come back to bed?
I can't sleep.
I think everyone at this point knows about the Conjuring movies, focused on the cases of Ed and Lorraine Warren, played by Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga. Apparently, during the time of recording most of the movies, Vera Farmiga experienced some crazy occurrences. On the day Vera was accepted for the role, she was working on the computer when she got the call. After a talk with director James Wan, she hung up the phone and opened her laptop again, only to be surprised by 3 claw marks running across her screen. Her second incident took place shortly after finishing the shoot of the first movie. She made her way home after the last day on set, but when she woke up the next day, she was faced with the terrifying sight of 3 claw mark bruises across her thigh. She later said even though these occurrences, she still wanted to be part of many Conjuring movies to come, as she learned to deal with this, having played the role of Lorraine Warren. Poltergeist is known for having some creepy things happening on set, like them using actual human bodies in the pool scene. But there was one other incident on set, almost killing one of the actors. Most of us are familiar with the scene where Robbie looks under the bed and is faced with an awful-looking clown that wraps his arm around his neck, starting to choke the kid. It turns out in that scene the kid was actually choking. Director Tobe Hooper thought the kid's reaction was simply a good work of acting, even after the kid screamed he couldn't breathe. Finally, when the kid's face started to turn purple, the situation was taken seriously. This is also the reason why in the movie we never see the clown actually strangling Robbie, as it was too dangerous shooting that shot again. We've all heard about all kinds of terrifying things happening on and off set during the filming of William Friedkin's The Exorcist. There have been rumors of people mysteriously dying and killing themselves, but I have 2 other facts for you in this video that you probably didn't know. To strike fear in the actors on set, Friedkin would have his prop guy shoot shotgun blanks at random times during filming. He got this idea from director George Stevens, who used this in the film The Diary of Anne Frank to surprise the actors and get a genuinely frightened expression. Also in the movie we see this actor called Paul Bateson. who plays the radiologist assistant in the hospital. Bateson apparently dismembered and killed a lot of gay men in the late 70s, a couple of years after the movie. Wes Craven's horror film The Last House on the Left is already a very disturbing film, as it is very close to our own reality. Two girls being chased down by a group of men who have the intentions of not letting you go and doing all kind of unhuman stuff to them. Even the thought would creep most people out. This was also the case with lead actress Sandra Peabody, who thought she was actually getting raped during the recording. Wes Craven said she was utterly terrified because of the lack of filming permits and because of the male co-star's so-called method acting, which involved pulling down her pants, fondling her, and even asking Craven if they could assault Sandra, even though the men never had the intention of actually doing anything to her. I still think all of this went a little far. What do you think about this situation? Probably one of the best, and my favorite crime horror movies has to be The Silence of the Lambs. The movie received multiple awards and shows a stunning performance by Anthony Hopkins and Jodie Foster. Both of them fit their role very well, but there was another actor who wanted to really give an authentic performance. Actor Scott Glenn, who played Jack Crawford, actually spent time with the FBI profiler that his character was based on, which had him listen to real child murder tapes. Glenn says he still has nightmares about the things he was shown, including a tape of a teenage girl being tortured to death. A little extreme if you ask me. And that was all for this video. If you like this type of content, make sure to check out my channel for similar videos. See you guys next week.
Speak with such a screech, you'll shake and shudder.